Tackman with Skills of Survival, and I have a project I want to discuss with you and show you a little bit about so you can do it yourself. Okay, what I got is I've got a CVA 54 caliber black powder rifle. It's a Caplock, which I've already changed the lock to a Flintlock because I'm changing this gun over to a Flintlock rifle. Alright, I want a Flintlock and they're very expensive. This one only cost me $100 at the pawn shop, and I bought this side plate that was completely assembled and fully functional. So what I got to do now, this is the old plate that came off of the Caplock, and here's the bolster. So what I have to do now is I need to take the barrel off, and I'm going to convert it over to a Flintlock. And the barrels on these are fairly easy to take off because they have a hinge. So what we're going to have to do with this, see, it's a very large hole where the bolster came out. So what I had to do is I had to get a bolt that matched it. And this is a 10 millimeter 1.25 by 25. So 1.5 would be as long as it is, and it's a 25, so that's the thread pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I got to fit it in to where like the bolster goes in the same, and make it where it fits flush inside there, and then I'll drill my hole in the bottom of it. And this also has a small hole in the side that lines up with the barrel, so I have to drill one on the side of it, and I'll drill a small hole all the way out for the flash hole that lines up with the pan. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this bolt and I'm going to fit it to the inside of here, drill it out, and I'll come back and I'll show you some more, and then we'll finish it up, and then at the very end of this video I'll fire it and let you see how it works. I've already done this with a pistol, so I know it will work, and it's not that hard. People will tell you that it is, people will tell you that it don't work, but it does. So I'll be back after I get this in its phases, so y'all hold on. Tackman back with Skills of Survival for another segment on our black powder rifle conversion from Caplock to Flintlock. Okay, when I left, I had this bolt right here that I was going to turn into to replace the bolster. I had to take it, and I'm going to come around and let you see what I've done to it. Can you see? Mm-hmm. I've tapered the top so it looks like that, so it'll fit down in the well of the firearm into the barrel. Then I took it and I drilled it out, so I have a cavity in here, and then I took it and I drilled a bigger hole on the other side for the flash hole that goes into the barrel, goes up the barrel. And then I went all the way through with a small bit so that it can create the flash hole for the pan on the other side. So that's what we have so far. And all we need to do that, and then you screw it in, and it's not going to use the whole piece of bolt, so you have to figure out how much bolt you're going to use, and you only drill 2/3 of it with the large bit, and then the rest of it through. I just drilled all the way through the bolt so I don't have to cut the head off yet. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw it in tight, and I'm going to take a Dremel in with a cut wheel, and I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to take a file and I'm going to smooth it out, put the gun back together, take it out the range and fire it to make sure that everything's worked out, everything works fine. Then I'll bring it back and I'll start again and let you see me fire it so you know that it does work. Some of the tools you're going to need, probably a file, a pair of pliers. I used a drill press to do all my work on the bolt. You can use a hand drill if you're steady and got a good vise, but basically it's all you have to do to make this plug that they say does not exist. So with that, I'll be back and we'll fire it and you'll be able to see it fire. This is Tackman with Skills of Survival for another segment. Okay, I've taken the barrel, I put the plug in that we built, I've cut it off. As you can see, I've cut it off. I filed it down. It's nice and smooth. See the little hole in there? That's supposed to line up with the pan, which, here's the bolt. That's the other end of it that I cut off. And we have some perma blue. I'm going to put a little bit of bluing on it, trying to help prevent rusting. Just put just a dab will do it. This is when I put it back together and I fire it, so the black powder won't rust this away. Helps. I don't want to make it too much, but I do want to make it where it's at least the middle of the barrel. Blues it out just a bit. Okay, that should do it. Okay, now I want to talk about the stock part. In the first part of this video, I said that I already put this in. I replaced this part. Okay, one problem I ran into, the sear on this one, it has a slight curvature down. So that made the trigger system work perfectly for the double set. Now on this one, I haven't taken it out, the sear on it was completely straight, so it raised it up some. So I had to take all this apart, inlet the triggers more so that they would touch, and it made everything work perfect. You may have to do a little adjusting when you're working on yours, but whenever this video's over, you leave me some comments. You have any problems, I'll try to help you with your build. Because I'm not doing this I'm doing this so everybody can do this on their own, and they don't have to be at the mercy of somebody telling them it won't work. So what I have now, it's blued a little bit and everything, and it's got good passage through there. I've already checked all that. So I'm going to put it together, and I'm going to go shoot it, work out all the bugs, and then we'll come back and I'll set up my camera outside and let y'all see it being fired. I might do it a little bit in the dusk afternoon too, so you can see the flash. And I feel like it'll be very interesting. Okay, this is Tackman with Skills of Survival. I'm back. We're going to shoot this gun. It's complete now. I've worked the bugs out of it. It works real good. Real good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load it right now, and then we're going to fire us a ball out of it. Okay. Alright, well, I forgot something, but I'll think it'll work out without. I'm going to put 50 grains of Triple F black powder. It's not synthetic, it's real black powder. Seems to work best in your muzzle loaders, or in your flintlocks. Put a wad in on the powder, tap it down. Gonna put my projectile in. It's a 450 grain mini ball. Put another wad in on top of it. Take it, open up the pan, and we're going to prime the pan. Close the pan. Okay, now follow me and we're going to go shoot it. Okay, can you see me good? Okay, cock it all the way back. I'm going to shoot that barrel right there. I'm going to go with it. Alright, now we're on the second one. And you got to see it fire. Worked really good. Okay, that's a rebuild, change over from a Caplock to a Flintlock. It can be done. You got to see it done. And like I said before, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, good comment down at the bottom, and I'll send out some more videos soon on other things, I'll find something good to send out. So this is Tackman signing off.